Hey guys, fishing, crabbing and yabbing here. I just wanted to make a video on how to keep yabbies as pets. Now, I keep my yabbies in my garage. Sorry about the echo by the way, because of the garage. I keep them in about a 3.5 foot tank by about a foot. So 3 by 4 foot tank. Yeah, so that's my tank. You'll notice it isn't very clean down the bottom. I've just fed them so that there is some food, and so is there. And there's one of them. That camera is really zoomed up, isn't it? The big one's hiding in there. That's the one that we used to get her gender in the last video. But just some tips now. First on about feeding. Now you'll notice that my tank has a lot of food, and I've got 5 yabbies in here, all of which the yabbies range from 3 to 7 centimeters. Now this guy has recently molted, and he's just oh, there he goes in there. He's just, and the big one's coming out. He's just hardened in his shell, so he's become a bit of a tough guy lately. This guy molted a while ago, and that's one of the things, they will molt, which I'll get to later. I was talking about feeding, silly me. I feed them a lot because there is 5 of them, and when there is 5 of them, you know, they tend to fight a lot. And this guy here, who is a male, he will fight with everyone for food. There he goes. If I can just, nah, didn't show. He's just showing me who's boss just then. But yeah, I feed them a lot only because, you know, just so they have enough food. But in saying that, I do only feed them once or twice a day. Sorry, not once or twice a day. Every once or every second day. Every second day I feed them. Just so, you know, they clean up the tank. So they're a good addition to have. If you don't want catfish, you can always have yabbies. Oh, there she is. She is gorgeous. Now she is my biggest yabby at 7 centimeters long. The reason why I have so much is because they're all babies right now. Well, they're all babies right now. They will get to about, so triple her size, so around 7, 8, around that 15 to 17 centimeters. No, they can reproduce right now, but we'll get to that in another video coming shortly. But this female here is able to reproduce with any one of the 3 males that I do have right now, and not to mention the other female who is lurking somewhere behind the filter. Another thing to also keep in mind, they will try and escape. The filtration system, which I will move my torch because this is my garage, the filtration system just there, or the bubbler, they will climb up there and they'll get out the top. And if I can find this guy here, he has gotten out before her, the one that just turned tail and ran. If I'll just, nah, he's gone under that bit of coral. Yeah, we found him on the garage floor about 2 days ago, and yeah, so they will escape. I put a lid on top of the actual tank now, just so they don't escape. So you have to be very careful. I also have there's a hole there, just there. You might be able to see it. I don't really worry about that. They can't really propel themselves that far up, but it's those wires that hang down that are the most concerning. Now I've just fed them, and they seem to have just fed just a tiny bit and then gone back into their hiding places. Except for, I don't know if you can see that guy there. Just see the outline of him. But there's her eyes. I always find them so fascinating. They are great pets, low maintenance. We only do water changes about once a month. We clean the tank once a month, and we do a water change every week. So that's just all the water change is taking half a bucket out, putting half a bucket to a bucket in, because I don't have a lid that goes all the way across, just halfway. So water does tend to evaporate. And when it does evaporate, it concentrates the pH, but again, these guys aren't really affected to that. Now, you will need more sand. I've got about 1 to 2 centimeters on average of sand down the bottom, but about 2 inches, 3 inches is fine. I don't know why I'm using inches. I'm in Australia and I'm using inches. That's degrading. They're in America, by the way. They're known as crawfish, I think. But they are very easy to keep pets. I'll just show you where this guy's hiding. And that's, yeah, another thing. You need places for them to hide. They'll kind of go insane, not necessarily, but they will kind of branch into a more uncomfortable stage and won't want to come out as much if they are, you know, always exposed. Giving them hiding spots like this, sure, you may not be able to always see them, but, you know, it gives a very, you know, nice surprise when you see one climbing out and, you know, doing its own thing. They do climb this up here, so it's about 15, 16 centimeters higher from the bottom, that brown rock that you see. And they do climb it. I see them at night all the time. Here he is. This is the one that escaped, by the way. I think he or she, I'm not quite sure. It was injured. Its back legs weren't really doing much, but now I guess he's fine. The reason how I tell them apart, some have red claws, some are redder than others, and that's just the thing. You spend enough time with them, and you know, you really get to know them. Sheesh, it's windy outside. I know I haven't covered everything. I'll probably think of so much things that I could have concentrated down to in a 5-minute video. But I just wanted to, you know, the basics. So feeding is not really a problem. It just does get the tank a bit dirty. If you do have any questions at all, I will answer them. But you can feed them meat. We do feed them live worms. I'll hopefully get a video off that soon. The big one loves live worms. Yeah, here's one of the little ones. Yeah, so I'll wrap it up here only because actually wait, with the breeding or with the water temperature, it doesn't really matter, but you should think about getting a warmer, as 26, not 26, but around 20 degrees is where you want to be at with these yabbies. But for reproduction, you want anything between 21 to 26, and they should be fine. It is spring, so they should be in kind of a love-making mood. That's why I'll be bringing out a reproduction video quite shortly. But until then, take care and enjoy. Any questions again, let me know, because I know I haven't covered everything in this video. And from this little guy, goodbye.